This window really wants to be a door when it grows up.
Dream big window.
Major Alice in Wonderland vibes right here. Like she could tumble down any second. Hello from the boardwalk, which you might have already guessed based on those couple of last clips. Today's kind of like a special, weird day for me. It is what Jim has decided to call my butterfly day. And so a few years ago on this day, I slipped on a wet floor and had like a really bad upper body. It was mostly my neck injury that has like affected my life since. This anniversary has been very difficult for me in the past, and so Jim decided we will honor it by making it a fun day, and that is proving a little more difficult this year. I like lost my aunt this week. It's just been a week. We did try and go to the park today actually, and it is so hard to go to Disney right now. I can't even believe it. I hope that this having to make a reservation goes away. So for now, we're just gonna still go around, eat some things. We already got our lunch. We mobile ordered Boardwalk Bakery veggie sandwiches.
Yeah.
They're really good. We had a little date, like actually like right over here in the grass before. Some of you have probably gotten married here. All my Disney wedding lovers. So yeah, starting the day at Boardwalk. We're gonna actually take it over to Yacht Club on the beach and eat, and gonna walk around, maybe get a coffee from the Riviera, maybe get a treat somewhere. If you can't go to the park, the next best thing is eating eating around Disney food from other places. This sandwich is really great. We got this was one of our first trips back to Disney. We came to the boardwalk over there, and it was a beautiful night. It was a little busy, but I have that video and I'll link it below. But this sandwich is great, and it comes with like a bag of chips, and this is vegan. Lovely view, lovely place to eat outdoors at Disney. We actually are nearly fully vaccinated. Tuesday will be 2 weeks for us. Technically, the data for the numbers based on like, you know, all the information that's like how effective it is based on 28 days. So depending on how you look at it, they say 2 weeks is good. I'm not gonna, you know, do anything wild right away. I think I'll feel a lot better like after that month, and then I'm still also just like keeping an eye on a lot of stuff. But I did have a little light bulb go off like, hey there, if I wanted to go on a ride inside, I might do that. We just did this little exercise that I wanted to share, because sometimes, you know, you're just like in a negative spot and you're just frustrated or irritated, or you in a funk or a bad mood or whatever. And sometimes I like to just do little like games where you just say positive things. And so we just did an exercise where it was basically an improv game where we both just told each other good news as if it had already happened, and it just went back and forth, and it was fun, and it made me feel a lot better. Sometimes you just need to like really focus on positive things, and if you don't have like something super positive sitting in your lap to focus on, sometimes you need to just think about positive things that could be. Well, this is the fanciest garbage can I've ever seen, with a garden on top. But this always reminds me of seaweed. It's the seaweed plant. I think they have this at Art of Animation as seaweed in the Nemo area. So we're gonna go check out the Yacht Club dessert scene. I doubt there'll be anything vegan, but if there's something really that looks really good to me, sometimes I veer off the vegan path. So we'll see. But I've thought about this pool on the regular this whole time. This is the best Disney World pool, hands down. What do you think? Do you have a favorite pool here? Because this is the one I dream about. Yacht Club is so beautiful. We actually stayed here with Scarlett a few years ago, and that was pretty great. Only 2 more resorts to go until she stayed at all the doggy resorts. They have some new snacks with character. these are plant-based, which I was excited about. They're like little mini churro things. I think these are the basically like Enjoy Life, and they redid the branding on those. Okay, we got a couple of baked goods. This basically is like the Cheshire Cat tail, and Jim just got a cinnamon bun. They actually do have the same veggie. It's like roasted red pepper, eggplant, onion. They have that same sandwich here. And today their soup was a vegan chili, which like usually always check if it's really important to you, but usually the vegan is chili. The chili. Good night, everyone. Usually the chili is vegan at Disney just regularly, as it is.
This vegan is chili.
Jim spotted this bird and thinks it might be a purple martin because we're not quite sure what they look like. But it's this bird that like comes down to Florida, and Epcot has like these special little houses for them. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know this bird. Who is she? Jim has a bunch of bird friends he calls his peep peeps because they make peep sounds.
Cardinals especially, they just like make little peeps, peep peep. We have a bird feeder just for them. I can't remember what kind of seed it is, but like only in our neighborhood, only the cardinals eat this one thing. The squirrels don't mess with it. Like the grackles and the crows don't eat it. So.
Is it safflower seed?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so, and you got your little bird bath?
Yeah.
They're not like super into the bird bath, but when they're in there, we're like, oh, it's happening. It's happening. It's not a drill. Run. There's a bird, and then he's gone. And then that's it.
Yesterday we had a sandhill crane in our backyard poking around.
That was really cool.
Yeah, they're huge. They're like this tall. Like if you're sitting and they're standing, they're this big. If you're sitting and they're sitting, they're very much smaller. Much smaller.
What if
you're standing and they're sitting? Practically you can't even see them.
What if you're squatting and they're standing?
If you're squatting, then they're like up here.
Thank you for all of these scenarios because I needed to know.
If you're both sitting, like they're probably, if their head is up.
A sandhill crane is a very large bird in case you don't have those where you're at.
Different than the Disney cranes. Those are huge.
Birds with Jim 101. I like walking in sync with you. No. No. Jim, you have to be on your best behavior today.
All right.
You're representing
Like Travis.
Charles's school district. This is our friend's. He is the fine arts administrator. Showing support, showing love. We're gonna go to Riviera to get some coffees. Jim has never been there. I've been there a few times. But this is also kind of new. We actually haven't gotten on the Skyliner from the Epcot entrance, like the Epcot station. So we'll see what this is like. Very, very, very excited for the Ratatouille ride, which will be opening later this year. Also just excited for Disney to like get back to normal in some ways as everything starts to get back to normal, hopefully, this summer and fall. There it is! We're gonna ride by it! Look how cute it looks! Oh, I'm really excited. Oh, that looks so cute. This is how you would get into World Showcase if you're staying at any of these resorts over here, like Yacht and Beach Club, or the Boardwalk, etc. And this is a really nice option, I gotta say. The Skyliner does not always look nice, but it is very convenient to be able to get around this way. Oh. This one's cute. We got the Lumiere and Cogsworth one. It's cute. Here we go. I was a little nervous they were going to try and put another party in here, but I don't think that's a thing, so. Because that's, of course, not okay right now. I think they normally do, but not in pandemic times. Wow! I'm so excited to see you out there. the breeze.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Epcot International Gateway. We're flying to Disney's Riviera Resort with a final stop at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort.
It looks amazing. This
We
is
hope you
so
enjoyed your visit to Epcot
cute
and
back
World
here.
Showcase. Did you learn how to say hello in a different language today?
So excited. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing back here. Wow. Jim hasn't been here before, so he hasn't seen one of the literal most beautiful things at Disney World is right here. I am obsessed with it, and you probably know what I'm talking about. It's amazing. I love tile mosaics with all my heart. I think they're so beautiful. I started to really admire them on the cruise lines, and they're actually all around Disney parks if you start to look. It's a pretty common medium they use here, and it's just beautiful. So they have a few. This is the Neverland one. Isn't it awesome? You like the pearlescent on the lanterns? Oh, and the castle? Very nice play with lighting with the iridescent tile. Oh my goodness. Just incredible. This is something I've been wanting to do for years, and it's just one of those things I just need to start, but it's like a whole new thing. You like them?
Yeah.
They're so unique,
These
right?
are really pretty, yeah.
It's kind of like the only real like thing to see at this resort. Like, I definitely want you to see a couple of the other things inside, but they're just kind of like posters. But that's kind of like the main. They don't have like a big lobby or anything, but it is very pretty. Yay! Let's go get a coffee. This is the lobby. This is my husband. This is the little Le Petit Cafe, where you can get coffees. They do have almond milk. A couple treats. Our walking eating tour continues. Found a little place that looks nice over at Caribbean Beach. So we're gonna head over there to drink our coffees. I don't know why I got a hot coffee. Girl, what are you doing? It's pretty hot today.
This is Nicole and her forever struggle with a hot beverage. Whenever she goes to drink a beverage that she doesn't know how hot it is, the first sip, she goes in slow but also moves it away at the same speed. Then
Okay, I like accidentally did it the other day, and he was making fun of me forever because I was like
but she also, it's like a super pucker. It's like
I was like I don't know, jury's out. That might have been a purple martin we saw over there, but it's a special little bird with these very particular housing requirements. Here's a view of the Riviera from Caribbean Beach. And, we're headed back to get on the Skyliner. I'm actually not sure. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say where it's going down over there is where we're gonna get on. So let's go that way. It's been a while since I got to see this open. We had such an awesome stay here. Around when this first opened, took my nephews and just had a nice big family trip. That was Jim's first family trip.
yeah.
This was it! I told you guys earlier, the seaweed plant. It's here, I love it. They did such a nice job with this. It really does look like underwater landscaping. One of the best details here. You like this part?
Yeah.
This is where we stayed.
Yeah.
We're gonna check out the gift shop, but this is one of my favorite pieces of art ever. Nuimo's out in the wild. So it looks like they have a mix of some of the original ones they released and then different collections. They have some of the Spirit jerseys, The Winnie the Pooh and the Friends are newer. Cute. They also have some of the dog stuff. They have a Stay Positive keychain too. In addition to this hoodie they sent Scarlett. Dogs and Cats collection still out. Here's that shirt I had. Cute, cute, cute. This is actually one of the cutest things, this notebook. I gotta tell ya, I don't really like run for the Spirit jerseys, but this one, this Make-A-Wish one, girl, it has sparkles in it. This is the cutest OtterBox I've ever seen. This is one of the cutest gift shops. The whole ink and paint vibe set up. Love it. I love this chandelier. Look at this one. It's signed by Jodie Benson. There's actually a lot more like autographs on these. That's cool. This one is Pat Carroll, who's the voice of Ursula. Jim actually interviewed Ursula, or Pat Carroll.
Pat Carroll. A couple times.
Yeah.
Very nice lady. Very funny.
And I recommended asking her if she'd like to read the Haunted Mansion spiel. And she did, and it went viral. That was a cool moment. That was a fun interview.
Yeah, it was one of my career highlights.
Aww.
Yeah.
Exciting news, we saw a dog. One time I said to Jim, he got home from work, and I was home from Disney at our little apartment years ago, and I was like, I saw a dog.
It was
And he
like
was
this
like-
whole lead up. It was like, Jim, I was at the park and I saw a dog, and I thought it was like ellipses and there was going to be more. That was it. That was the exciting part of the day.
Now he knows. I saw a dog. What
I
more do
saw
you need?
A dog.
Well, when it's at Disney, that's really exciting. So this is one of the 4 resorts you can bring a pet dog to. We took Scarlett to stay at Yacht Club. Dogs can also stay at the cabins at Fort Wilderness and at the campsites at Fort Wilderness if you are staying in basically something that can be locked and air conditioned. You can't like bring your dog to stay in a tent. They can also stay at one of the riversides, I think. I mean, one of the Port Orleans. Doing great. Yeah, I think it's one of the Port Orleans was the last one. I wasn't sure if that had resumed since like just everything is absolutely weird here right now. Like literally there's a line to get in the pool. Like I understand, you know, everybody needs spaced out and stuff, but man, that's rough. Like I can't imagine coming to stay here and not being able to like go to the pool.
Please remain seated until the doors automatically open. When exiting the cabin, please supervise children, collect your belongings, and watch your step. Thank you for flying with us. Por favor, permanezca en sentado. Walt Disney World Resort. If you're lucky, you might spot some of the happiest wildlife on Earth.
So Jim didn't want me to tell you, but I'm gonna tell you. But he said it's okay now. So we watched City of Lies, which is a great movie. I would highly recommend. Big Johnny Depp fan, and it's about Tupac and Biggie, and mostly Christopher Wallace, who is Notorious B.I.G. So then we like listened to some Biggie music after we watched that, and then we were like watching the show. We like got really into it, and then one day Jim was just like, Biggie, 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 and I was like, are you singing the song?
Yeah, is it Hypnotized, right?
And I was like, Jimmy goes, Biggie, 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 can't you see? So he just goes, Biggie, 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 Biggie. So we just say that all the time now.
So in my head, Biggie, 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 is if Biggie had a Biggie mobile, and it was just like rolling by in the frame or something, you'd hear Biggie, 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 Biggie.
Biggie, 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 Biggie,
Biggie.
Biggie. Made it to Hollywood Studios. Thus concludes are eating our way around the, I guess it was all Skyliner resorts. I miss this guy. I haven't actually gone on that since I hurt my neck. That's like the only ride. I don't know if it's worth for me to try again. Just because it's so much like, pressure when you're going up. I'm definitely looking forward to like getting back in the parks again. It's just a weird thing because I used to go all the time and write about it and, do my Instagram story and all that stuff and just share all the good stuff. And I'm looking forward to having good stuff to share again. And just sharing like things like coming back and like new food and new things and like, for it to be like blossoming again. I'm looking forward to that. I don't know when it's going to be. But I'm looking forward to it, and I'm definitely missing like fireworks. Are you guys missing fireworks? I know it's like they're not everybody's thing. Okay, I wanted to give a shout out to one of my best friends in the whole wide world, Jennifer Hoffman of healthymoving.com, because she often celebrates things with movement. Like she just celebrated her birthday with doing a lot of walking. Like her business and her website, it's a whole thing dedicated to like including movement in your life in like really natural ways versus just like working out. And she has like a really incredible thing going on. But I definitely feel inspired by her today because for Butterfly Day this year, we basically celebrated by walking. I'm about to do 10,000 steps, which is a pretty big deal for me. I really had to like work back up to like everyday type things that I used to do all the time. There's a lot of good stuff like about the importance of believing, which can like so easily sound really cheesy, but I've had like 2 different books recently that had some really great like actual scientific like psychologist talk about believing. One is this book Grit, which is great, and the other one is How to Do the Work, which we just started listening to. And yeah, aside from anything else, if you believe that you can get better, overcome something, continue to heal, that alone inspires you to do things that will help you heal and get better. So you have to believe. The end. That's a wrap on our day. Thank you so much for making this a holiday for us. Highly encourage you to have your own butterfly day if you have like a date throughout the year that creeps up on you that gives you bad feelings. Why not try and like turn it around if you think that might be helpful for you? Because this was potentially a sad day for me after especially writing it on so many doctor's forums and stuff, and I feared it was like looming over me when the first one approached. And we went, I think the first year we rented a boat on Bay Lake and you took me around, and we made a whole day out of it.
We had, and out in the middle of Bay Lake, a butterfly, we rented one of the pontoon things, and in the middle of is it Bay Lake is the one that's closest to Contemporary?
Yeah.
Is it? A butterfly came and landed on the top of the pontoon, like in the middle of the whole thing. Like this butterfly had to like get out there and just hung out with us for a little bit. I mean, it was clearly exhausted, so it wanted to like rest for a while. But it was real nice.
Yeah, that was 2018.
Yeah.
And then 2019, I can't think of it off the top of my head. You've made everyone special and nice, so thank you. Yeah. Including this one today. So that's a wrap on Butterfly Day. We're going to go home, and the only thing better than Disney with my husband is my home with my husband and my dog. So I've been watching her on the camera today. We're going to go hang out with Scarlett. I'm really proud, and it's such an accomplishment for me personally. We did nearly 12,000 steps today, which is a huge accomplishment. That just walking long distances, especially in the heat, was like a real trigger for my neck problems. And so I'm just enjoying my progress up until today. and being grateful for that. So thank you. Thank you for watching. Thanks everyone. Thanks Boardwalk. Thanks Yacht Club. Thank you. Thank you tree that looks like Alice in Wonderland. And we'll see you next time. Have a magical day. Wait, I need to tell you this. Jim remembered what we did in 2019, which was the absolute best. We went to go see a traveling Cirque du Soleil show, but they set up their own tent, and it was absolutely incredible. It was my favorite Cirque show. I've seen a bunch. It's called Lugia, and we had no idea, but like the theme, like the kind of, not like the mascot, but there's always like one central figure that they kind of use like in their art and stuff. And it was a butterfly, and we didn't know, and that was Butterfly Day 2019, and it was the absolute best. The music from the show was so good.
It was a beautiful show.
Yeah, show was incredible. Way better than some of the ones I've seen at like arenas. If it's a Cirque show and they pack their own tent, it's gonna be better. It's gonna be equivalent to if they had a stationary theater, which really can make a difference. Okay, for real now.